Alright, so as you guys can tell by the title, we're going to be covering how powerful is 1000-Year Blood War Ichigo, or End of Series Ichigo, call him whatever you want. All that you really need to know is that this is by and large the most powerful version of Ichigo that we will cover. But before we get into this, I do want to go ahead and plug the Discord that is linked in the description. Honestly, it's the best way to interact with me. It's far better than Twitter, just completely blows it out of the water. It's free for your phone and for your desktop, so I highly recommend that you go ahead and download and join. And I'm not going to be linking the straw polls, at least for the near future, just because I have a set order for how I want to release these videos, and I don't really want to screw up the order because it's going to follow like a power scaling little narrative. But I've said too much. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Now, this is something you'll see a lot of people bring up when talking about how powerful Ichigo is in the manga, and that's the fact that Yhwach directly states to Ichigo that he has regained the power that he used to defeat Aizen. Now, a lot of people will try to downplay this to just being Bankai Ichigo's like basic powers, but in all reality it's actually Mugetsu, because Mugetsu was the ability that Ichigo used to defeat Aizen. You know, you could say that it was Kisuke's little ceiling Kido, but that would not have worked if Ichigo didn't use Mugetsu to weaken Aizen to the point that the Kido could actually take effect. This would make Shikai Ichigo in the manga easily Planetary Plus, since he would be comparable to Mugetsu. If you're wondering why Mugetsu is Planetary Plus, then you obviously have not watched the Bankai Ichigo video, and you should probably go do that. Now, how many times Planetary is up to your own personal headcanon, but he is easily in that range. Now, I'm sure a light bulb just clicked in a lot of you guys' heads, and you're like, oh, we could just apply the Bankai multiplier and the Holification multiplier, which are both, about 10 times, and we can, say that Ichigo's like 100 times Planetary Plus. And I hate to be the bearer of good news, but that would actually be a massive lowball on how powerful Ichigo in his holified Bankai state would be in the manga. So Ichigo with his holification and his Bankai would actually be more along the lines of multiplanetary, because he does scale to Yhwach, at least physically. I mean, you're not going to tell anybody that Ichigo and Yhwach could actually have like an even full-out battle, because Yhwach would destroy him. He's got way too much hacks on his side. But at least from a physical standpoint, Ichigo is on par, if not flat-out superior to Yhwach. Now, this can be backed up by two statements which both come from Yhwach. The first comes right after Ichigo discharges a Grand Ray Getsuga, and after Yhwach experiences this, he says that Ichigo has a truly magnificent power indeed, and that he no longer has any room for error. This does show that Ichigo is starting to get to that level that Yhwach's on, at least physically. However, he's not exactly there, because Yhwach does kind of neg the Grand Ray Getsuga. However, Ichigo then activates his Bankai, and Yhwach destroys it immediately, stating that it is a terrifying power indeed, which shows that Yhwach himself is shook at how powerful Ichigo's Bankai is, which does show that Ichigo is on Yhwach's level, at least from a physical standpoint. It should also be noted that Yhwach was really looking forward to his fight with Ichigo and really wanted to preserve and enjoy the battle. However, as soon as Ichigo activates his Bankai, that completely flies out of Yhwach's mind, and he destroys it immediately because his own self-preservation kicks in, which does kind of support the fact that Ichigo was just that powerful. Now, if you really want to go ahead and use the multipliers, I'm just going to warn you that you have a long and rough road ahead of you, because Ichigo's Bankai is actually like implied to be his main power, like even stronger than his holification, when previously his holification was stronger. Case in point, Yhwach's like, oh, you got a pretty strong power, but I'm still stronger than you, when Ichigo just holifies. But when he just has Bankai, when he's tag teaming with Aizen, he cuts Yhwach in half with a Getsuga Tensho. There's also the fact that we don't even know the exact multiplier for Ichigo's holification. We know it's supposed to be stronger than Bankai, but Ichigo's Bankai in the manga might actually be stronger than his holification, so you can try to do the calcs if you want. I don't advise it, especially because we can just look at the end result. That's far easier to explain than just throwing a bunch of random numbers at people. But you know what? By all means, if you want to do the calcs, go right ahead. And that's all that I have for you guys. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Also, comment down below your thoughts, and we're almost done with these Ichigo videos. I got about 2 or 3 more to go. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day. Peace late, guys.